AITA for exposing my best friend's affair with my husband. I, 32, recently discovered that my best friend, 30, was having an affair with my husband, 35. And I made the decision to expose the truth to everyone involved. It all began innocently enough, or so I thought. My best friend, let's call her Sarah, and I had been inseparable since high school. We shared everything with each other, from our deepest secrets to our biggest dreams. She was like a sister to me, and I never once doubted her loyalty. So when she started spending more time with my husband, Alex, I didn't think anything of it. After all, they were both close to me, so it made sense that they would get along. At first, I was happy to see them bonding over shared interests and spending time together. I thought it was great that my best friend and my husband were becoming friends as well. Little did I know that their relationship was taking a turn down a dangerous path. The first sign that something was amiss came when Sarah started canceling our plans together without much explanation. She would always have an excuse ready, but I couldn't shake the feeling that she was avoiding me. I tried to brush it off, telling myself that she was just busy with work or personal issues. I trusted her, and I didn't want to believe that she would ever betray me. But then I started noticing subtle changes in Alex's behavior as well. He would often come home late from work, claiming that he had to put in extra hours to meet deadlines. I wanted to believe him, but deep down I knew something was off. Our intimacy suffered, and I could feel a growing distance between us. One fateful evening, I decided to surprise Alex at his office with dinner. I thought it would be a sweet gesture to show him how much I appreciated him. However, when I arrived, I was met with a scene that shattered my world. I found Alex and Sarah locked in a passionate embrace, their hands clinging to each other as if their lives depended on it. I couldn't believe my eyes. My best friend and my husband, the two people I trusted more than anyone else in the world, were betraying me right in front of my eyes. The shock and betrayal I felt in that moment were indescribable. I felt like my entire world was crashing down around me, and I didn't know what to do. I confronted them both, my voice shaking with anger and hurt. They tried to explain themselves, but their words fell on deaf ears. How could they do this to me? How could they betray my trust in such a cruel and heartless way? I demanded answers, but deep down I already knew the truth. In the days that followed, I was consumed by rage and sadness. I couldn't bring myself to face either of them, unable to comprehend the magnitude of their deception. I felt like a fool for trusting them, for believing in their loyalty and friendship. I replayed the scene in my mind over and over again, torturing myself with the image of my best friend and my husband together. Update: the situation has only gotten worse since I found out about the affair. Sarah and Alex have both tried to reach out to me, begging for forgiveness and understanding. They claim that their relationship was a mistake, a moment of weakness that they deeply regret. But I can't find it in my heart to forgive them, not after they shattered my world with their lies and deceit. As the days turned into weeks, I found myself at a crossroads. Should I keep their secret and try to salvage what was left of my marriage, or should I expose the truth and let the consequences unfold? It was a decision that weighed heavily on my mind, tearing me apart from the inside out. I knew that if I exposed their affair, it would not only destroy my marriage but also my friendship with Sarah. It would be a betrayal of the deepest kind, one that I didn't know if I could come back from. But at the same time, how could I continue living a lie, pretending that everything was okay when it clearly wasn't? In the end, I made the difficult choice to expose the truth. I couldn't live with myself knowing that they were carrying on behind my back, laughing at me as they played their sick game. I told our friends and family what had happened, not caring about the consequences anymore. I needed to take back control of my life, to reclaim my dignity and self-respect. The fallout was swift and brutal. Our friends were shocked and horrified by the betrayal, taking sides and casting judgment on all of us. Some blamed me for not seeing the signs earlier, for being blind to the truth that was right in front of me. Others sympathized with my pain, offering support and comfort in my darkest hour. Alex and Sarah's relationship crumbled under the weight of their guilt and shame. They both tried to salvage their reputations, but the damage was already done. I watched as their lives fell apart, feeling a strange sense of satisfaction in their downfall. They had caused me so much pain and heartache, and now it was their turn to suffer. As I sit here, alone in the aftermath of the chaos they created, I can't help but wonder, am I the asshole for exposing my best friend's affair with my husband? Was it worth it to bring the truth to light, to watch as my world collapsed around me? Or should I have kept their secret, playing the role of the clueless wife and friend until the bitter end. I may never know the answer to those questions, but one thing is certain. I will never again trust so blindly, love so recklessly, or forgive so easily. The scars of their betrayal will always be a part of me, a reminder of the pain and suffering they caused. And as I pick up the pieces of my shattered life, I can only hope that one day I will find the strength to heal and move on from this devastating chapter in my story. Update: despite the fallout from exposing the affair, I found a strange sense of peace in knowing that I had stood up for myself and refused to be a victim of their deceit any longer. While the chaos and drama of the situation were overwhelming, I also felt a sense of liberation in no longer having to carry the burden of their secret. As time passed, I continued to receive mixed reactions from those around me. Some praised me for my bravery and honesty, commending me for taking a stand against betrayal and deception. Others, however, condemned me for causing unnecessary pain and drama, questioning my decision to expose the affair instead of dealing with it privately. In the midst of it all, I struggled to make sense of my emotions and navigate the complexities of rebuilding my life. I sought therapy to cope with the trauma of the betrayal and to work through the grief of losing both my best friend and my husband in one fell swoop. The process was painful and arduous, but it was necessary for my healing and growth. As for Alex and Sarah, their lives continued to unravel in the aftermath of their affair being exposed. The guilt and shame of their actions weighed heavily on them, leading to strained relationships with those around them and a deep sense of remorse for the pain they had caused. While part of me felt a twinge of satisfaction in seeing them suffer the consequences of their betrayal, another part of me couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness for the loss of what was once a close friendship and marriage. In the end, the aftermath of exposing the affair left a bitter taste in everyone's mouths. The rift it created between us may never fully heal, leaving all parties involved with a sense of resentment and animosity towards each other. While I may never know if I was truly the asshole for bringing their affair to light, I have come to accept that it was a necessary step in reclaiming my sense of self-worth and dignity. Conclusion: in the end, the fallout from exposing my best friend's affair with my husband left a trail of destruction in its wake. The betrayal and deceit inflicted wounds that may never fully heal, leaving all of us scarred and broken in its aftermath. While I may have gained a sense of closure and empowerment from standing up for myself, the damage to our relationships and trust may never be repaired. As the dust settles and we each go our separate ways, I can't help but feel a tinge of regret for the way things turned out. I had hoped for a different outcome, a reconciliation or resolution that would bring some semblance of peace to the chaos we had all been through. But in the end, the bitter reality of our actions and the consequences they wrought remain as a stark reminder of the fragility of trust and the depth of betrayal. So am I the asshole for exposing my best friend's affair with my husband? Perhaps. But in the end, the answer to that question may never truly matter. What does matter is how we choose to navigate the aftermath of the betrayal and find a way to move forward, even if it means leaving a trail of hurt and anger in our wake. And as I continue on my journey of healing and self-discovery, I can only hope that one day I will find a way to forgive but never forget the pain that was inflicted upon me. Was the op in the wrong? Comment down below and make sure to like and subscribe.